Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. It's not one of mine. Yay. I know, I'm getting the habit again. Hopefully I can keep that up. So yeah, obviously, keep sending me replays. Love you guys. But yeah, here's another one of mine. Yeah, my time to shine. So here you can see I have Royal Lot of Griffites and Demigryph Knights. That's most expensive of my army, honestly. And along with Karl Franz. Basically, the plan was these guys could destroy absolutely anything against the Dark Elves, and their units tend to be pretty expensive. And I know that the Cold One game is pretty formidable and pretty common these days. Cold One's even better than they used to be because Primal Instincts is way more favourable. They rampage at 20% health, not 50, so they have way more capacity to cycle charge and get utility. But yeah, these guys, great armour-piercing anti-large, and Karl Franz with the Railgun Runefang can add plus 26 melee attack to everything nearby, as well as doing a ton of armor-piercing weapon damage, and also he's got Garl Morales for anti-large as well. He's brilliant. So these three together, superb. They can kill stuff in a hurry. But if I want to kill things even quicker, well, I have a Shadow Wizard. I've got a Grey Wizard here, which is risky. It is risky because with such expensive things, you kind of want Law of Life usually. So I'm hoping to put a dent in things too quickly for that to matter. I mean, Dark Elves can't heal either, so as long as I'm getting favourable exchanges, which I should do with all the debuffs, I won't have to worry about everything dying. So it's good. So here, Penundral Pendulum, just in case there was a ton of stuff in the front line that I need to kill. But for single targets, Enfeebling Foe and Melkoths are brilliant, slowing things down to stop escape. Lovely. And helps whittle down some expensive stuff too. And Enfeebling Foe just lets me hit enemies every time, which is lovely, even if I don't have Garl Morales or the Railgun Runefang on cooldown. So I've got a couple of Halberdiers as well to help against Cold Ones if it was like a full Cold One army, and you know, I didn't want my Demigryphs outnumbered, throw in the Halberdiers there, help a lot. Also Handgunners, really nice armor piercing. My front line's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, Spear with shields on the edges, Swordsman, I've got Sigmar Sons, Unbreakable in the middle, nice to have. Now my opponent, Death Hag. Nice to see the Death Hag, and also Blaze of the Blood Queen as well, with Guardian there. Very, very formidable. Going to be tough to crack them, but of course I do have handgunners, and they don't have shields, which that'll certainly help. Sorcerers of Beasts as well. So the Curse of Andrahir and Amber Spear, is that right? Yeah, Curse of Andrahir and, oh, Pan's Impenetrable Pelt. Interesting, don't often see that. So very nice, yeah, very nice indeed. Also, a bunch of Bleak Swords and Dread Spears, so pretty cheap front line, apart from the Blaze of Blood Queen. He's gone with some pretty cheap stuff, but he does have Cold One Knights, of course he does. Of course he's got Cold One Knights, they're brilliant. But probably can't go to toe with Garl Morales and Demigryph Knights and Railgun Runefang, etc. So that's my hope. But this is a problem. Dark Riders. Luckily, I've got a wider front line, so I can commit just cheap stuff to chase him down. Over here, though, he does Slaane's Harvesters as well. So these guys are superb because, I mean, Soul Stealer and Word of Pain are two of the best spells of dark magic, and they've got access to both. They're really good, and that poison and magic damage is pretty cool too. Crone Hellebron as well, and she's obviously got, what's it called, the Cain Madness. Gaze of Cain, that's the one. So she can rampage her own units for huge leadership, weapon damage, and melee attack buffs, which is pretty cool. It's an AoE, so you can land it on a ton of units. Also, she's got the Cursed Blade, so she's winning. Then, well, actually, no, it's if enemies are losing, which is kind of weird, but it's only active if she's in melee, so if she's in melee with something, even if someone's losing in a nearby engagement, then they can still take the damage from this. It's kind of weird, but it escalates a fight. So with all my buffs and debuffs, hopefully it means I won't lose any fights, and you won't get the benefit of that. So, speeding things up. So straight away, Death Hag's in the middle. I can see all the cavalry are on the outside, so I might as well just charge straight in. If the cavalry wants to come to me, I can just throw spears or halberds at them. So I don't mind just taking engagement right in the front line. That Death Hag is going to be toast any second. And with Railgun Runefang and Stand Your Ground, the Demigryph Knights are impossible to kill, which is lovely. Sorcerer's Beast in here as well. Karl Franz going to go for them. Curse of Andrahir being used, but I'm countering that with the Railgun Runefang, so I'm still on a pretty level playing field. But of course, all this armor-piercing missile damage is going to wreak havoc for my Demigryph Knights. Over on this side, you can see the Cold War Knights are still lying in wait. Over here, he's probing to try and get around, and I am just chasing with halberds. To be honest, I should just pull them back up and let the guns do their work. You know, I'm just going to allow him to get up and around and pull these out of position. I don't really want that. So, Karl Franz managed to terrify the Sorceress of Beast. I was hoping to get another hit on him, hit on her, rather. Hit with him, but I couldn't quite get there. I am getting some gunfire on the Dark Riders, though, which will certainly help. Hopefully they can terrify soon. But sadly, I just couldn't get that last hit to break or potentially shatter the Sorceress. She's very squishy. So anyway, coming in here for the Blades of the Blood Queen, getting a hit on them. And a load of my cheap infantry is going to start pushing them off. Over here, oh wow, yeah, okay. Blink and you miss it. Cold War Knight got enfeebling foed and charged by 2 demigryphs. They're toast. They got completely wrecked in seconds. That was awesome. So now my demigryphs are free to come over this way. Over here, my spearmen have been singled out and killed, but they're just spearmen, so it doesn't really matter. Over here, Cold War Knights did get into my handgunners, but the halberds were so close by. Karl Franz was so close by, so were the spearmen. And also I threw my Grey Wizard at them for good measure, so they got broken very fast. And here, the Grey Wizard is overextending, but I'm keeping an eye on him. Senator's Harvesters are starting to push in. And I'm going to start pulling up and around with my Grey Wizard, get a Melkot on him, slow him down, and Karl Franz is charging in. Word of Pain has been used, as well as Soul Stealer on this whole blob, which is pretty dangerous, but Soul Stealer, I can send more units into this circle and it won't matter. It won't actually matter. Here, though, Death Hag is still going. I did manage to break the Blades of the Blood Queen, just by sheer numbers. All the demigryphs ran in with their armor piercing and did some nasty work to him. But Hellebrand is in here doing a number on Karl Franz, and with Word of Pain, he only has 12 melee attack, which isn't great. It isn't great, but Senator's Harvest has been chased off, and I've got a load of spare infantry. These halberds haven't really done anything yet. They're just sitting around, waiting to be needed. Cold War Knights are charging back in to try and bail out Crone Hellebrand, but of course, I've got all halberds here, so if they're stuck in for long, oh yeah, they rampaged because they had no health left. One volley, they rampaged, they're stuck fighting halberds. Karl Franz, he's loitering. Over here, did throw my demigryphs into this exchange, but I'm having to pull them out. But it has held up all of these units, and I'm getting more shots with the handgunners into his Dark Riders, hopefully killing a few, which is rather nice. So, Crone Hellebrand, now I've used Enfeebling Foe on her. Yeah, things are going to be a little bit worse for her now. Yeah, not the best melee defense at 21. Reichland Runefang once again. So my Altdorf Gryphites are able to come in here, do a ton of work as well. Pretty neck and neck though. I mean, she still hits bloody hard, so Karl Franz is in a bit of trouble. But I've sent one of my other demigryphs over here to get on top of them. If they want to keep shooting, they're going to have to stand still, and that means I'm going to gobble them up. And that is a close victory. Ruddy happy with this one. Ruddy happy. Yeah, this is bold. This is bold. Really thematic. Actually going with Harganeth is, I mean, it's just a strange thing to see anyone just pick a sub-faction, really. You know, people tend to just go with the main faction because they can pick anything they like anyway. But this is a really nice thematic build. I don't think he brought it to be super competitive because, yeah, I mean, it's Harganeth, so it's Crone Hellebrand. It's a Death Hag. There's a few things in here you don't really expect to see a lot of the time. I think he was expecting a lot of great swords though. Great swords and artillery probably, because he had some good ambushing chance with Senesh's Harvesters. You know, Dark Riders could deal with heavy cav pretty well. But yeah, I just don't think he expected me just to charge headlong with all my cav straight into the centre of his army, because that put so much pressure on the Blades of the Blood Queen and the Death Hag, while his Cold War Knights and, you know, his Dark Rise Repeater crossbows were still sat on the outskirts, expecting cav. And no, run straight down the middle. You'd be amazed how often that works, guys. If yeah, if you see people with, you know, stuff on either side, yeah, charge straight into the middle, because cav can cycle charge. They can get in there, get a ton of damage, and leave. That's all you really need to do. Stuff can't react in time because people don't expect you to run to their front line. I don't know what it is, but they just don't. They just don't expect it. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. Obviously, his little vanguard, well, his little sort of flanking force of Crone Hellebrand and Senesh's Harvesters, yeah, they just couldn't get into the fight quick enough, sadly, to swing things. This is just pure DPS and lowering combat stats. So, yeah, yep. A long game, I think this could have worked out better if I was playing the long game, but I play Empire quite aggressively. I play everything quite aggressively. So, yeah, I think I caught him off guard. Also, this guy, I think he's in the top couple hundred as well on the leaderboard. He had a little look through it, see where, you know, familiar faces were. And, yeah, that was nice. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good to be back on ladder again. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.